Live from Los Angeles, we proudly bring you the Clippers at
the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And the lead just grows on you. Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know.
And so here is Oklahoma City, down by 12. There's a screen. Z, defended by Reddick. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Westbrook. Goes up on the wing. Shots.
The last matchup against the Wizards gave them a bit of a boost. He had 11 points and played some lockdown defense as well.
That you never really see for a team playing against what is always, Steve, a very tough Western Conference.
Well, just to give you an idea of how good the Thunder were in the West last year, I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to the 08-09 season to find another club that had more.
You know, with how dominant he's been since entering the league, we can start to wonder where Paul will fall in terms of all-time greats when you talk about point guards.
So this is going to rankle some people, I think.
Well, it's all about efficiency when you want to talk advanced stats. And you know, so that means, you know, how often do you get to the line, you know, when are you turning it over, what your shooting percentages are. And Paul has really good numbers across the board.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break. Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce back.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. And now as we continue, what a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points.
Considering his size and strength, Blake said, I've never really worried about being called soft. If anybody wants to step up and take that challenge, I'm more than happy off the court because I don't want to get suspended. And guys, he's too valuable.
Passes to Z. Ibaka with the screen on Paul. In low to Ibaka. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Shot is off. Ibaka with some nice D.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
And count the bucket.
And you know what I like is that he's so confident. I think every team needs a crazy guy. And he's crazy. I mean, you could tell with his comments.
Of discussion last season for LeBron James and certainly for Blake Griffin. Steve, what's your take? Does Griffin change his style of play? Does the league step in to changes for Oklahoma City? Perry Jones comes in for Kendrick Perkins. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. And Westbrook with the nice bucket inside. Here is Ibaka. He's got 11. Ibaka with the screen on Collison. There's Westbrook. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Just 5 on the clock. There's the lob to the hoop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though. He has 7. Durant, Pistons, and the buzzer beater's good. Right back up behind him and Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, even when Paul missed those 12 games with an injury, the Clippers did fine without him. But now Bledsoe is on to Phoenix after the trade. Darren Collison steps into that backup.
Covered. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11 wingspan for right at home.
Boy, a lot of fans really focused on that matchup for Memphis.
Both of these teams battling last year near the top of the conference by 18. Perkins with a screen on Paul. Z the pass to Lamb. Good on the triple. Lamb's got with some nice D.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Lamb, good.
Offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
To the middle. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Precision with the rebound.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Here's Z. The basket drops, and he gets fouled. And so the Clippers winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
You were really showcasing your passing skills out there tonight, getting double-digit assists for the first time in your career. What was your game plan going in that led to your setting up your teammates so well?
You know, I feel like I can score at will, but it really takes a special kind of player to be able to get his teammates to score at will, too. I was hitting guys right in the hands all night long, and it was so nice to see them converting. So nice.